Jason Mraz has won 2 Grammy Awards, topped Billboard charts, and toured the world.
And last weekend, he was here in Cleveland. And Betsy, you pulled the short straw and got to sit down with him. Darn.
Oh, rats. Yeah, it was,
what was that like?
A tough assignment. I got to tell you, I was just kind of sitting there, and he popped out. And if he was just on the street, you probably wouldn't have never known. He's this Grammy-winning artist.
Sure.
But certainly, he was in Cleveland to check another item off his bucket list, a first full performance with a live orchestra. He did it with the Contemporary Youth Orchestra right here in Cleveland. And here's what he told me during his rehearsals over at wkyc. Everything is sound for singer-songwriter Jason Mraz.
I feel the ebb and flow, the tide of the music that the orchestra is providing, and we're all surfing the sound waves together.
And the brand new sound he created with Cleveland's own Contemporary Youth Orchestra last weekend is truly something special.
For my music, which has traditionally been pop music, now expressed through an orchestra, the whole thing sounds different. It sounds familiar, but it feels completely different.
Because you were born on the 4th of July. Something on the surface it stings. Something on the surface where they kind of make me nervous who say that you deserve the same.
This full orchestral performance is a first for Mraz, and it's been a year in the making.
When I was performing in Cleveland last summer at Jacobs Pavilion, I met Liza Grossman, who started this crazy idea called Contemporary Youth Orchestra. And she asked if I would be interested. The whole time she's telling me this, I'm just hoping that she invites me. And of course, at the end of her pitch, she invites me to do it, and we made it possible right there on the spot.
Grossman says it was a natural fit.
He is warm and giving and believes very much in arts education. And so his openness with the students in the orchestra has been incredibly inspiring for our students.
The student musicians range from 12 to 18 years old.
Each of them is curious about life, and their answer to life is often most likely expressed through their music.
Education and imagination remain huge inspirations for the 2-time Grammy winner.
Your 3 favorite songs?
In the whole wide world?
The 3 favorite songs in the whole wide world.
If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka. You know, I think my earliest songs that were shared with me were through musicals or through children's education. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? And I grew up with the Muppets, of course, so Rainbow Connection, written by Paul Williams. And I'm grateful for these songs because they're potent melodies with beautiful messages, or beautiful melodies with potent messages. Yeah, that I think kind of helped me at a very early age plant a seed on who I might want to be when I grow up.
All these years later, it's Mraz paying it forward with his inspiring messages for a new generation.
So they sold out the shows, and I gotta tell you, it was kind of a surreal moment to be sitting there and Jason Mraz is singing to me. Granted, it was a children's song. I was totally okay with that. I knew the words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It seems very cool. I wouldn't have seen those 3 songs coming from him.
I didn't
But that's
either.
pretty cool.
It was very neat,
Yeah.
and that's part of his passion for education and children, and he had his, you know, Rising Star Coffee Roasters cup in his hand, and he was just as happy as could be to be hanging out in Cleveland for a few days.
Yeah, what a cool
Excellent.
experience for the kids as well.
Definitely.
We want to go back. When we were